that time again.
A new quest is available in your codex.
All right, greetings, Tenno, and welcome back to another episode of Clan Solo for Warframe. We're going to build a clan solo. I am going back to our dojo. I made a mistake 2 streams ago where I started 2 cross corridors and I forgot to give them any stuff. So they never built, and the last stream when I was planning to build the reactors, I had to instead contribute to those corridors. Now, we'll go downstairs to show you where that is. Oh, there we go. Come on, elevator. There we go. All right, so go downstairs to our reactor level. All right. Now, if you notice from the map, we have just basically 3 cross corridors, and this time we actually can go in them because they are built. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over the one. I'm going to go to one end, which is next to the elevator. I'm going to go to the node available, and I'm going to activate it, and we're going to say reactor. And there's the reactor. We have a capacity of 5 for that. We still have 31 available, and we need, it will produce 25 energy, of which we only have 5 available right now. So I'm going to create that and build it. Okay, I'm going to not forget to collect materials. Okay, we need credits, salvage, circuits, alloy plate, and a forma. Okay, so I'm going to contribute all for that. And there's that one. Okay. I'm going to go over to the other side of that elevator. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. All right. So we're going to go look at a reactor, capacity 5, build. All right, and we will contribute the materials for that. All right, contribute all, okay. All right, that gives us some reactor rooms that can go in, all right. We don't really have much capacity, and I cannot yet go and, if I go back to the main hall, which is clan? No, it doesn't actually let me. I don't have any fast travels. But I can go back upstairs. All right. So once those are built, I can come in here and take this reactor room away. I'll have 50 energy minus what it's currently using, okay? And I will be able to recover all of that stuff and build a capacity generating room on top of that. If you look over here, if I wanted to look at this, there are things like this Clan Great Hall, which will give us 200 capacity. Okay. All right. I could put it right here, but I don't want to put it right here because if I do that, it interferes with the layout I want to have when I'm done. So I'm not going to do that. This is where the elevator going up will be. Okay. Notice some of these other things, okay, require more space. Okay. There's no space at this node where I can fit a clan greater hall. I may be able to fit a clan greater hall. If you notice, it only costs a little bit compared to things. You can see it can't fit because there's a, it overlaps uh, the Oracle room that we have. But once we get rid of the reactor room that's over here, okay, we will be able to put in, if we wanted to, the clan grandest hall, okay, which is the biggest one. They all are going to give us the same amount of space. They're all going to give us 200 extra capacity. Okay, we have a great hall, but that only has 2 doors. A grand hall or a clan grandest hall. The grand hall probably might be the better one. Or the grandest hall. Either one of them will work. We want something with 6 doors off of it. Okay, so the great hall and the greater hall only have a few doors. There are other areas. I mean, every one of these smaller rooms could be useful. Okay, and there are big areas, outdoor looking areas around. Okay, I mean, we could build a Kuva fortress area or a lot of other types of things, but that's not our goal. Our goal is for something functional primarily. All right, so we will do that. The deconstruction of the other reactor probably Friday at the beginning before I start anything else, the TOG stream. And then in later that evening I will build the Great Hall, so that we have enough capacity to finish everything else. Because you will see, we do need to have capacity for the labs. If you look all the labs, come over here and look for lab. Okay, we have a bio lab, a chem lab, an energy lab, an Orkin lab, and a Tenno lab, all of which are going to require some capacity. Not a lot. They also all require energy. With what we have with 2 reactors and a clan grandest hall, or a clan greater hall, a clan greatest hall, we can have all the capacity we need plus our labs. And there are actually two more. There's the Vent Kids lab, which can only be built once you have your Tenno lab built. Okay. And there's Daggeth's Hollow. Okay. Which also requires the Tenno lab. And all of that stuff is in our list of things to build. So once we have our capacity and our energy, we will build all of that stuff, and then we will continue doing more things. Now, there is one more thing I could do. I know I will need at least 2 more if I exit and look at our map again. Here's our map. Okay, you notice right now on I could do it that way. I have the elevator on one side. Ooh, wait, what did it do? Oh, this is it left the I'll click on this just to say exit. Okay, it's not really in there. Okay, notice it's got that as a temporary thing, but that's only if we loaded it again. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm be putting the Orkin lab here, but I do have the option, instead of continuing and put the other labs on this side, Actually, I might leave that. I could put the main 4 labs. The Tenno lab, the bio lab, the chem lab, and uh, the energy lab off of the Clan Grand Hall itself. Greatest Hall, whatever. Whichever one we used. Because that has 4 doors I can use for that. So that would be a useful thing, and maybe we don't need that extra cross corridor here. We'll see. So that's pretty much it. That's all we do today, and now we wait again. But we're getting closer to being able to actually start building labs. Probably sometime this weekend we will build all of our labs in a fairly short period of time, if I can get enough forma, which is not a guarantee. So I will see you again the next time we go do things. This is Steve, your grumpy old Warframe, signing off.